Today we're going to talk about a significant environmental case that has happened in Goa. This case was taken up by Mr. Swapnesh Sherlekar, a researcher and activist in Goa. And I want to make this video Karan, he is normally the one who gives other people the credits when they do something good for Goa's environment. And this is something he has done and he take a farik diupak jai, credit diupak jai, Karan it is such a landmark case that he has taken up. Let's look at the background. This pertains to mining in the village of Mulgao, Bicholim. As you may know, mining has been banned in Goa since 2012 when the Justice Shah Commission noticed massive illegal mining, most of which was being done by firms located outside of Goa who had got leases transferred to them illegally and were mining outside of the permitted areas in their mining leases. After 2018, the Supreme Court allowed Goa to restart mining so long as the environment was safeguarded and there were no checks and balances made sure that there were no illegalities. In 2024, the first few mining leases were given again. This particular case of Bicholi was given to the mining giant Vedanta, which is based in the UK. So, what's the problem? The main issue is how the project has been classified. When Vedanta went to restart mining, they had to get an environmental clearance from the Ministry of Environment and Forests, Government of India in Delhi. What they did is when they applied for the environmental clearance, they put an application saying this is a greenfields project. It sounds like there's a new mining on an untouched land. But that's not the case. In reality, for 70 years, as Swapnesh has brought up in his case, mining has taken place in this part of Bicholi. Why did they label this project as greenfield? They did it so that they could do an current environmental situation study in 2023 to show that the environment does not have a lot of biodiversity, does not have a lot of nature, and is already barren, is ran zameen tashe. And this is completely fraudulent because the mining was already done for 70 years. And if you are assessing the impact, you need to assess the impact done by your predecessors on the land, correct? Instead of that, they tried to paint not that this was a land destroyed by illegal mining in the past, but that this was a green fields, just a normal land of Goa where nothing grew, where there was no economic or ecological significance. Therefore, the only option is to hold khadde marun. You have to put a new fresh mine. This is falsification, misrepresentation of facts by Vedanta. And it seems like the Honorable National Green Tribunal, NGT, wherein Swapnesh took up this case, has heard this and recorded this as prima facie. Munun, on the face, at first glance, this is a problem. Secondly, Vedanta has not looked at the impact on locals. They had one public hearing to hear from the villagers who live in that area as to their concerns about restarting mining in this area. That was held 12 kilometers away from the actual affected villages, and it was held from 10 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. the next day. 15 hours, only one day public hearing. No breaks, no anything. Thode log, when they went out to eat food, their numbers were called and they missed their chance to give their corrections or points. And they were not given a chance till the end to say their points. Finally, it is also completely ignoring the fact that there are people who already live here. 12% of the agricultural land in this village of Mulgao is actually part of this mine now, cultivated agricultural land. Further, there are going to be 1,205 trucks moving every day through the village. All of this was approved by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. And now that it's been pointed out, the National Green Tribunal appears to, in its most recent order, have taken a lot of concern to it. This is where Swapnesh came in. He compiled all of these evidences and went to the NGT. And he has taken this case up. The NGT has now considered all these points. The next hearing is on January 2025. And आमी सगळे देव बरे करता to Swapnesh Sherlekar. Please share this video so that more people know that there are some people in Goa who don't just talk, they do. And what is happening in mining, what is happening in public hearings, this is important. All of us need to hear, understand, learn, and participate. Dev Bhai Karo.